Hey everybody, the Reswirl here, and welcome back to more Tokyo Dark. Okay, I know I, streamed this, or did a session of this yesterday, but I kind of really want to finish the game, and it also looks like there's not much left. I basically searched Tokyo Dark playthroughs on YouTube just to see like how long it took other people, and I think I got it down to it being like just under 5 hours or so, in which case there might not be much left for me. It really depends how long it takes me to do stuff. I can't remember if I read this though. Either way, I came here to find out about the mask, but there's something I've got to do first. 6 months ago, I sent one girl to the morgue and very nearly killed another. Since then I'd thought of coming here to apologise to my Kawana countless times, but couldn't will myself to see her and be faced with my failure. I think of the fear and hurt in her eyes and I feel nothing but shame. For my own peace of mind, I need to tell her the truth about that day and about how I lost control. Hopefully she can find it in herself to forgive me enough to help me with my investigation of the mask. Wait, it's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms blooming? It's like nothing's changed since that day. Okay, right, yeah, I had read that. Never mind. But yeah, it's certainly looking like there's really not much left, which honestly is kind of why I wanted to just... Oops. I always forget to adjust my mic before I start recording. Whoops. Yeah, I kind of just wanted to play the game and just assume that I could finish it. I still need to turn on my brightness, can barely see. Enter! You watch it have that same fellow. Oh. Oh! Oh my god, it is him. Magira. Oh, it's, you! I was reading the papers and I, saw your picture. And then I saw that picture on the TV news. And maybe the 7chan message boards. That's where I looked you up. I'm sorry, I was curious. I remembered meeting you and couldn't believe it. It's like I met a celebrity or something. Oh, of course it's not good or anything, but you know, you never know who you'll meet in this business. Everyone always seems so unassuming. I mean, that's not to say any of it was your fault or anything. Okay, so the message boards are pretty bad. There's a lot of bad stuff on there. Like, wow. Pretty wild stuff. Are you done? Oh, right. Sorry. Yes. Hello. Again? Fuck me. Leave Kamakura. What? Oh, right, yeah, if I wanna leave. Cherry blossoms? What's going on with the weather here? It's fall. Why are the cherry blossoms out? It's beautiful, isn't it? There's a species of cherry tree, the Prunus sopitella autumnalis, whatever, that sometimes blooms twice a year. At least that's what it says online. Who'd have thought we'd have them here in Kamakura? Well, I say Kamakura, but they only seem to be in this part of town. Lucky, huh? A cherry blossom tree that blooms in fall. I've never seen it. Are you sure you got your facts straight? It seems impossible. Impossible? Do you doubt my botany expertise? Impossible would be if the seasons started reversing themselves, don't you think? Yeah, it certainly feels that way. Huh? You say something? Why the glum face? Anyway, I hope you take advantage of the weather and go for a picnic or something. The blossoms are so peaceful. Don't they put your mind at ease? Whoa. Oh, right, if I want to leave. So, Mai's grandmother. Is Mai's grandmother still at that house near here? You want to see her? Well, she is still around, I suppose. I see the comings and goings of all people around here. I don't see her getting out much, though. Oh yes, that reminds me. When you were last here in April, did she, I don't know, give you something? I'm not accusing you, of course, I just heard that there was an important artifact that went missing last spring. Kawana is old and losing her faculties a bit. Maybe she gave it to you by mistake. Can you remember anything like that? She gave me a mask. The mask. Oh, so you do know about it. That's a relief. Wouldn't want to think something so important was stolen by some riffraff, right? So, do you know when they'll return it? You'll have to ask HQ about that kind of thing, sorry. I did. I contacted them several times. They said they didn't know anything about it. They said they didn't have it. You don't think they're lying, do you, Detective? They wouldn't lie about something like that, something so precious to this town, would they? I'm sure whoever you talked to was mistaken. Yes, that must be it. I'll keep trying. Enjoy your time in Kamakura. Right, okay. Where's Mai? I'm looking for Mai Kawana. Have you seen her? Oh, you're looking for Mai again, huh? Are you sure that's such a good idea? She was pretty upset about the, happenings the last time you were here. I mean, I've barely seen her leave Kamakura since then. Maybe it's best you leave her alone. It's important I talk to her. I suppose she'd be at the shrine that's down the street. Like usual. Mai's very important to this town. Please don't upset her too much. We all want everything to go back to normal. Okay. And then I'm assuming leave Kamakura is if I want to leave. Interesting. Yeah, because I can't leave the usual way. Woo! God, it looks really odd. Wait. Okay. So, right, do I go and see her grandmother first, or do I go and see Mai? Ugh, that's the real choice. Go away, no visitors. Neurosis. Not even a single increase. Wow. Oh, I should have done... Oh, bugger. Oops. I should have done something to increase my sanity. I'm at negative 38. I should be okay. Don't you dare, Crow. Not again. No. Okay, good. I'm out of earshot. All's good. I don't like this. This is creepy. Go to shrine. Sure. Howdy! Oh, is this another one of those? Is this gonna bring up the counter at the bottom of the screen again? Yep. Cherry blossoms fell gently at my feet as I approached the Kawana family shrine. In front of me was my Kawana, still dressed in the outfit of the shrine maiden. She had seen me approach and stood there frozen and terrified, the same helpless look on her face as when she had a knife to her throat months before. This time it was me she was terrified of. We were the only two people at the shrine, yet I couldn't shake the feeling of being followed. Oh, great. A familiar presence watching from the shadows. Oh, no. No. I refuse. That thing is fucking terrifying. Nope. No, I won't do it. Oh my god, I could have done that with Reina. Or could I? Question is, if I'd have waited, wouldn't she have just killed Mai? Why now? Why her? I don't have to do what you say. I'm not a puppet. I can choose. Ooh. God, that was creepy. Ugh. You? The detective from before? Why are you standing there? Is it over? I'm fine. Sorry to scare you. I'm here to talk to you. See, I've never been good at apologies. I'm sorry for everything I put you through. I've been meaning to talk to you ever since that day. I should have come sooner. You're here to apologize? Now? I didn't hear from anyone in 6 months. The police only talked to me once, and then everyone here started avoiding me and acting like it never happened. I guess that makes me the last person you'd want to see now. After that day, I'm sure some police came by and told you that I was only following procedure, but that's bull. Police in this country don't go around shooting people. I didn't feel myself and lost control, putting you at risk. What is with the sounds? I don't like this. Ugh. Sounds vague to say I lost control at such a crucial time, I bet. Oh, there we go. But that's the truth. The truth? It's strange, isn't it? The cherry blossoms, I mean. It's silly, but every time someone comes here and says how beautiful they are, I get so mad. It's like they don't understand my feelings at all. But that's selfish, huh? It's not like I want everyone to suffer along with me. I imagine the only other one who understands that is you, Detective. Your name's Itō, right? It's so quiet here. It's hard to imagine something like that day in April really happened in a place so peaceful. But it did. I know that you and your partner were only doing what you could to save me, but I wish I could have helped. I felt so helpless. At least you told me the truth. Thank you. You know, I asked Grandma about the mask the red-headed girl was after, and she denied knowing anything. But it was a lie. I found one of her old journals at the shrine, and she wrote that the mask was important and had to be hidden away. Why would she lie to me? I'm sick of everyone always trying to protect me by covering everything up. Grandma hasn't been the same since that day either. She shuts herself up in that old house and mumbles to herself about darkness and purity. I'm so worried about her. My gut tells me that mask has something to do with it. I'm sorry. Listen to me rambling away. I bet you don't care about any of that. The truth is, I think you're right about the mask having something to do with all this strangeness. I actually came here to ask you about it. You think so too? Then let me help you. I don't know anything, but maybe Takashi does. Oh, sorry, Takashi's my brother. He used to live here in Kamakura with me and Grandma, but he left the first chance he got. We talk on the phone all the time, but he refuses to come back and visit. I get the feeling he knows something I don't. He won't even tell me about how my parents died. Where does your brother live now? He's an instructor at... Oh, Asakusa! He's an instructor at a kendo dojo in Asakusa in Tokyo. I hear he's a big shot in the kendo world. Sounds like he'd be a good place to start. Do you think he'll speak to me? You can try. He's never been very good at opening up to strangers, though. It's worth a shot. Thanks for helping me, Mai. Yay! I don't like the music. I can't do anything else. Alright, time to leave. God, game, shut up. With your screeching. Whoo, boy. So if I knock, what happens? No visitors. Interesting. Alright, so only way to leave is by doing this. I think I might want to go back to my apartment if I'm allowed to. And take some pills to, you know, make my sanity less stupid. What the fuck, I can't go back! No! I want to go to my apartment! Asakusa. So Asakusa, the home of... is that Sensoji? One of the most famous temples in Tokyo. It's also a bustling entertainment district. It remains a pocket of traditional culture surrounded by the city's high rises. Ooh, fancy. I guess I can't go back to my apartment. That kind of blows. I need my pills to stop me from going insane. Oh great, the music's ominous here too. Lovely! My investigation up to that point led me to believe that finding Takashi Kawana would be difficult and convoluted, but that couldn't be further from the truth. Turns out his kendo dojo was well regarded as a popular training spot for a few national champions and several of the city's police officers. The latter made me nervous. The information I was asking for was sensitive, and I didn't want word of my investigation finding its way back to HQ. A few misfired questions could end up with officers knocking on my door, or worse, Yukimura himself calling me up. I had to be cautious. Yeah, I bet. This place is incredibly ominous. Inside is the interior of a traditional tea shop, but it doesn't look like anyone's been there recently. Oh, okay. I can buy some octopus balls. Hell yeah! Hello there, would you be interested in buying some of the finest takoyaki in Tokyo? This isn't the cheap stuff you buy at a food stand at a festival. They will make you question everything you knew about octopus in ball form. Who can say no to that sales pitch? Sure, I'll take some. Ooh! Well, you're right. This is maybe the best takoyaki I've had. Thank you, miss. Best takoyaki on all the islands. Neurosis! And my sanity! Okay, perfect. That's why I did it, because I was like, my sanity is probably going to be increased. Didn't think it would do anything with my neurosis. Tourists, likely I can hear them speaking English. Ugh. My English isn't so great, so I doubt they'll be of much help, but I wonder what they're talking about. Hello there, is there something we can help with? Huh? I don't speak wait, Japanese? Your Japanese is perfect. As a college professor, if it wasn't, I'd probably be out of a job. I'm no college professor, but I work in a Japanese software company, so I'd be in a bit of trouble too. Don't look at me, I just live here. Well, not in Tokyo, in the suburbs. Whoa, I think you guys might speak Japanese better than I do. I mean, sorry, I never would have thought. Would you prefer to speak in English instead? No, I mean, no please. Japanese is fine. Sorry, I wasn't meaning to be nosy. I guess I don't see people wearing yukata this late in the year. Is there a festival or something? Huh, no, we come to Asakusa every year, and the yukata became part of the tradition after a while. Guess it makes us stand out more than we already do, huh? Don't knock tradition, Tony. Admittedly, my legs are a little cold, though. Ooh. Ah, ask about the dojo. Yeah. You guys come here every year. You must know the area pretty well by now. I'm looking for a kendo dojo, where a Takashi Kawana works. It should be in this area. Kawana? Why does that name seem so familiar? Oh right, he's that kendo instructor at the dojo right behind us. People say he's some kind of prodigy. I don't know why I stuttered. Wouldn't be surprised if he became a master in time. Supposedly, he's very particular about who he trains. I suppose he doesn't want to waste his time with people who aren't serious. Makes sense, when you think about it. With how good he is, he must get a ton of wannabe kendo masters coming to him. Seems like he trains a lot of police too. In the time we've been standing here, we've seen a few come in and out. All that, and I think he's still in his 20s. For someone so young, he must be under a lot of pressure. No kidding, I've heard talk of an inter-departmental kendo tournament. It's become a matter of pride for the different regional departments. I wish my work did martial arts competitions between departments. Nothing would work out the unspoken tension between me and my boss quite like a good smack to the jawline. Police fighting each other, huh? That must be pretty brutal. I mean, I guess police in Japan don't really have to use force all that much, though. Yeah, anyway, how do you know so much about the dojo anyway? I mean, I live in Shinagawa, and I don't know anything that's that specific about it. You see, it says so right here in the dojo's flyer. He was out here about 10 minutes before you came handing them out. Kind of seemed a little prickly, so we didn't talk to him though. I admit, it would have been much cooler if we'd known that off the top of our head. But we're glad we were able to help you regardless. Makes me feel a little silly now trying to learn more about him from a flyer. Considering he trains so many police, I'm surprised I've never heard of him until now. Are you associated with the police somehow? Huh? Who? Me? No, of course not. I'm an investigator, see? Like, a private detective. Listen, if anyone comes by asking about a female detective, just, sorry, I don't speak Japanese. Right? Exactly. I appreciate it. Anyway, I should get going. Sorry to bother you. Thanks for the information, guys. Our pleasure. Good luck at the dojo. Let us know if you learn any kendo tricks. The men in the department always puffed out their chests when they talked about the kendo competitions, like it was going to impress me or something. Never paid it much attention. Still, it's strange that someone related, however faintly, to the mask has yet another tie to my old life. Takashi Kawana seems like an interesting guy, but very serious and not keen on strangers. At least I didn't have to use any English. That would have been a disaster. So, the dojo is here? Oh, okay. Where else can I go? Oh, right, this is it. This place is tiny. This looks like the dojo I was looking for. It has a very traditional aesthetic. It does indeed. Who are you? Detective? A friend of my... Would I say I'm a friend of hers? Sure, I'm a friend of mine. You're a friend of my sister's? You expect me to believe that? A little old, don't you think? Gee, thanks. Really, you think I wouldn't recognize you? Oh. Never even thought about that. You're the officer who was at the shrine in April who almost got killed. And now you're lying about it, pretending to be her friend, no doubt to get something from me. Don't look so shocked, your little deception was easy to read is all. After your idiocy in Kamakura, I heard Mai crying over the phone every night for a month. Don't bother her anymore. Now get out of here before myself or one of your fellow officers has to throw you out. Wow! Sheesh, that guy was cold. Even if I'd said detective, I don't think that would have gone any better. Well, that didn't go well. Maybe Mai will know how to soften her brother up. Oh my god, really? So now I have to go and bother his sister. Oh, a cat! Kitty cat! I'm really hoping I've not gathered enough of them. I think there's 20 that you need to gather in order to get the cat ending. At least I bloody hope so. Because Jesus. I don't want to get the cat ending. Like, I'm just picking them up because I spot them. To be fair, they're fairly obvious. Same thing. No visitors. Okay. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I don't like how quiet this place is. It's creepy. Your brother. I think I managed to find your brother. He didn't exactly seem happy to see me. Yep, you found Big Brother alright. He's been protective of me ever since we were little. I know I'm probably overstepping my boundaries, but would you be willing to come talk to him? I don't think he'll tell me anything on my own. You want me to help? You know, seeing you again really got me thinking. I decided that even if everyone's trying to hide it, I can't sit here and ignore what's happening. I need to understand why my family has been acting so strangely. Even my own brother is keeping me in the dark. I'm sick of it. Sure, I'll come with you, Itō. If I went alone, he'd probably pat me on the head and send me on my way, but if you're there, I'm sure he'll tell me about my parents, the mask, and everything. You sure that's what you want? Sometimes not knowing is better, Mai. No more stupid little Mai. I'd rather be hurt and know than happy and ignorant. But before we go, let's check on Grandma. These days, if she doesn't know where I am, it can really set her off. Alright, we'll make a quick stop at the house. Thanks, Mai. Oh. Are you just gonna follow me? Ominously from the shadows. Well, she ain't gonna tag along. Yep, Okay. I really don't want to see what's happened to Agra. A dead crow lays in the middle of the street. The small body is in a bad state of decay, covered in dried blood. The maggots have begun eating at its remains. That wasn't there before. I'm a little worried. How fucked up is this gonna get? I said no visitors. Leave me alone. Grandma, it's me. Please open the door. Mai? Oh, Mai, it's you. Oh no. Please come in. Yes, come in. Uh-oh. And creepy music in 3, 2, 1. Oh. Wait, what is she doing here? It's okay, Grandma. She's here to help. Help? Huh, don't make me laugh. You were supposed to help me, remember? I felt something and you were going to free me from the past. Free you? Are you talking about the mask? Do not discuss that horrid thing here. No matter how far you go, I can still feel it, like needles in my skin dragging me to it. In my dreams, I can still see that place. Have you seen it too, Detective? A dark place where those we've lost reside. I'm so old and have wasted so much time, and yet the pain won't go away. My poor Emiko. I miss her so much. If only I could have found her. Emiko? You mean Mom? Find her? What are you talking about? She's gone. Takashi told me she died after I was born. Yes, of course. You shouldn't be asking about such things, Mai. If it weren't for this woman, you'd be safe at the shrine. No, Grandma, you're wrong. I'm not safe while everyone lies to me. I'm going to see Takashi. I don't know why I thought his name was something else. If you don't tell me the truth, he will. Mai, listen to yourself. You must stop. Opening the door to the past will solve nothing. Ever since you were little, I've done what I could to protect you and your brother. Please, don't go down this path. You look so much like her, you know, your mother. And you, Detective. Perhaps my granddaughter is too naive to see it, but you can't hide it from me. I know what you've seen, what you think you're able to do. But keep my family out of it, we've suffered enough. You don't know anything about me, and besides, I'm not the one hiding things from my family. Tell me, do you know the story of Izanagi and Izanami? Grandma, this again? I'm sure Ito's not interested in hearing some old myth. Really, we should get going. Stay right there. Though I've told you this story so many times you don't seem to grasp its importance. I think it would be of use to this woman to hear it. So Izanagi and Izanami were the first of the gods, known to us as the Kami. In legend, it was the drops of ocean water that fell from Izanagi's jeweled spear that created the islands of Japan. Okay, when they descended to our lands, they brought their love and devotion with them to the realms of mortals. Izanagi and Izanami had many children, the deities of nature that inhabit the natural world all around us. For a time, life was peaceful. However, as Izanami gave birth to Kagutsuchi, the Kami of fire, she was horribly burnt and suffered mortal wounds. As she lay dying and faced with her mortality, new Kami were born from her suffering. Kami that hid away from the light. When Izanami passed, Izanagi was inconsolable, and in his rage he struck down the child that killed his love. Unable to accept her death, he ventured deep underground to Yomi no Kuni, the land of the dead. Half-blind and distraught with grief, he wandered in the darkness until he finally heard the voice of his beloved. Though unable to see her face, Izanagi begged Izanami to return with him. Izanami replied that she would try and ask the gods of Yomi no Kuni permission to return to the land of the living. Incapable of restraining his desire to see his love, Izanagi set his coma light in order to look upon his lost love. Oh dear. What greeted him was the sight of her decaying, worm-eaten face. In horror, Izanagi attempted to flee Yomi no Kuni. Izanami, enraged, sent dark spirits to pursue him and drag him back to her. After narrowly escaping, Izanagi sealed the entrance to Yomi no Kuni with a great boulder. So you see, it is our mortality that brings suffering into the world, yet resisting it is a perversion of the natural order. Being mortal means we must accept that we cannot control life and death. Detective, some things cannot be changed, and some doors should never be opened. You must stop. Grandma, you're talking about stories and myths. We're talking about real things. The story may be a myth, but there is truth within it. Can't you see that? The things you pursue, they're unnatural, unclean. Heed my warning and stop this foolishness. I won't let you involve my family any further. First those bastards take my Emiko, then you show up. Perhaps I'm being punished for my sins. Mai, come here. Come here, my sweet child. We must keep you away from her. No, Grandma, I told you already. I'm going to see Takashi. I'm an adult now. You can't tell me what to do anymore. No, you can't. You can't go. We must protect our family from outsiders, Mai. You're reopening old wounds. Leave us alone. Let us heal. Heal? You think I want to heal? Can't you see how much these lies have hurt me already? You're the one wounding me, Grandma, not Itō. You're delusional. You tell us stories about Kami and spirits. Takashi might hide things from me too, but at least he makes sense. This time he's going to tell me the truth about everything. About Mom and Dad too. No, stop. I'll tell you how your parents... how they... You can't, can you? You've never told me how they died. The reasons always changed every time I asked. No, why, please, you must listen. They might be listening. They're still out there, and they haven't forgiven me, can't you see? They? What are you talking about? You're insane. I'm sorry I spoke to you that way. I'll be back to check on you soon. Don't go, please. Goodbye, Grandma. Oh no. I'm worried about her now. I can't help but feel that when we come back, she's gonna be dead. Oh, Jesus. Don't know why that scared me, but it did. I'm sorry, she's gotten much worse since you last saw her. No, it's fine. Why do you think she told us that story? About Izanagi? I don't know. It was kind of creepy, wasn't it? She was talking about it like she really believed it. Come on, let's go see Takashi. You got it. Yeah, I don't have a good feeling about her grandmother being alive. Especially when she was like, they might be listening. Whoa, whoa, where do you think you're going? Ma and I are leaving. What of it? Oh, well you can't. I got a call from my grandmother and says she says she's having health issues, so she has to stay. I didn't ask what they were. Wouldn't want to be caught fainting on my shift again, but it must be pretty bad if she called. Mai's an adult, her grandmother can't keep her here. Let's go. No, you don't understand. You're not going anywhere. Use violence? That's the only thing I can do? Are you shitting me? Bugger. Sorry, fellow. Oh! Itō. Wait, the portrait's a bit wrong. What are you doing? Is he going to be okay? He'll be up again in a few hours. Why did he stop us like that? He's never done that before. Still, you shouldn't have done that. He'll be fine. Let's go. Wait, we can't just leave him here. What if he's hurt? Mai, let's go. He might not be the only one who wants to stop us. But, fine. Let's go. Hey! God, I decked him. What did I lose? I lost professionalism, because obviously, decking someone's not a professional thing to do. I think I only lost... Did I lose sanity for doing that? Why the hell would I lose sanity, of all things? Sanity 33. Professionalism -1. Woo! Yeah, I lost sanity too. Can I eat the... is it pork balls? Octoballs? Yes! I can see a glimmer in your eye that tells me you have a hunger. Hunger for a second order of my nationally famous takoyaki. Who, me? Well, why wouldn't I? They were amazing. Yep, the struggle is real. You think I don't sit here in the presence of my own creations and not want a little taste? No, of course I do. They're delicious, but the extra time and effort means I don't have as many on hand and have to limit to 1 order per customer. But I'm your only customer. Come on, just one more taste. Sorry, no can do. There's a reason I sit up in a quiet spot like this. Otherwise, I'd sell out in minutes. Well, let me know if you change your mind. Sorry, I never forget a customer's face, and you already have the satisfied expression of someone who's eaten my food already. Bugger. Aw, I only want that because it'd increase my sanity, and I don't think it'd increase my professionalism, but whatever. Would also decrease my neurosis. Mai, what are you doing here? Did she make you come? It's not like that, Takashi. It was my idea. I asked her to come talk with you, but you sent her away. This woman almost got you killed. You expect me to cooperate with her? Surely if you need to talk to me, you can come yourself. My sister doesn't need to be involved. I mean, she involved herself, I'm sorry. No, if I came alone, you just evade all my questions like you always do. Besides, there's something I need you to see. Oh, Christ. See what? What are you talking about? Where did you get that? Put it away. So you do know what it is. I knew you were hiding something from me. That's not true, I wasn't hiding it. It's not something you ever needed to know about. Besides, why is she carrying it in the first place? Wait, don't change the subject. This isn't about Itō. Mai, I understand that you're upset with me, but we should talk about this another time. Furthermore, that mask has nothing to do with you. You're wrong. Back in April when Mai was held at knife point by another girl, it was this mask she was after. A mask your family is connected to. Looking for it? I suppose I've been a fool to think I could keep the truth out of our family's past away from you. The past? Does this have to do with Mom and Dad? Yes, and so much more. I first saw that mask when I was a child, before you were born. The truth is, it belonged to a cult called the Kamenkai, of which our parents were members. A cult? You're kidding. How'd your parents get mixed up in that? I know how it sounds, I found it hard to believe myself. They were a group led by a guru named Tokimasa, who promised a simpler life away from the hypocrisy and falseness of city life. Our parents both had master's degrees and my mother was on her way to earning her PhD. They chose to give up their lives and their careers to follow some mystic and live on a compound instead. The Kamenkai were one of many such groups back then. I was a child and didn't understand, but thinking about how our parents were deceived and what they put me and Mai through, it's unforgivable. The mask was on the compound, but for what purpose or what they believed it could do, I don't know. Do you think there are any members of the Kamenkai left who'd know? No, you see, there are no surviving members. They died, all of them, including our parents. I'm sorry, I don't remember much about it. One night, Grandma came into the room where we were sleeping, saying we had to go. The compound was in the woods, so it was dark and I could barely see, but she kept charging forward with Mai in her arms and me dragging behind. When we were back in Tokyo several days later, Grandma told me that our parents were dead. She didn't seem sad. It was as if she expected it. The government censored much of what happened, so I was never able to learn how they died. Me and Grandma didn't speak of it, ignoring it as if my childhood and everything that happened in those woods was all a bad dream. If it weren't for her, we'd probably be dead with our parents, but ignoring it couldn't erase the anger I felt towards them. I wonder if they even cared what might happen to us. As a high schooler, I spent more time trying to find out about the Kamenkai than I did studying. I thought if I could understand why my parents so willingly gave up their lives and abandoned us, I'd stop feeling so betrayed. But I was wrong. Nothing I found gave me peace, or gave me any peace. Mom and Dad died as part of some